Alright. So we are all here, so we're gonna go in. Just don't run ahead to the first ad pool. They're not far ahead of us there. Just like all trials, you don't ever want to run ahead of your tanks because the ad pools, specifically in veteran, will one-shot you. Yes. Oh, no problem, no problem. So the first ad pool is actually underneath the big glowy thing here. And yet, we actually are in like someone's head. There's a cool... Oh, you can't see it now. When we get in one of the other rooms, you'll be able to see like the synapses of their brain and stuff. But not here. So, ad pools in here. This guy with the flag. In all vet trials, the big ads that are taller than us with flags are always priority. So that guy there is one you guys are going to tab target, the Enforcer. He's an archer, so he is ranged. He is actually going to lock on to one person at random. You're going to kind of see his heavy attack, so he'll have yellow sparks coming off of him, and you will, if you have combat alerts on, it's going to tell you that you're being targeted. But basically when you see yellow sparks, you're going to have to block. The other priority ad in here is that big Wamasu. You might not be able to see it, but if you scooch over here, it's laying down underneath that archway. The Wama is one you're going to see a lot in this trial. What she does is she actually is going to lock onto one person in group, and she's going to have this big circle grow underneath her, and then she's going to charge that person. If you're in the charge, it's going to knock you back, so it's going to knock you out of your beams or anything like that. So you want to try to sidestep while the circle's growing to make sure you stay out of her way. But that's it for this ad pool. As always with trials, yes. Absolutely. Probably a couple. 3 in Ray. Being brave. But yeah, no, I'll explain. I'm gonna break down just about everything. Hey, welcome. So number one rule with trials, always stack together. The more you spread out, the more you die. So you're gonna stay nice and tight on group. Do not stack with your tanks. That's me and Fangorn over here. Never, ever, ever stand with your tanks. That's a bad place to be. Fangorn. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah. Fangorn, what you're gonna do in this ad pool, I'm gonna have you chain the small guys. I'm gonna stack Wama to Archer. The Archer will jump, guys, so we are gonna move to the Archer when it jumps. Any questions, comments, concerns? Alright. I pulled in.
Your presence here changes nothing.
So you guys stay stacked on the Enforcer, that's his hop. We're gonna move to the Enforcer. He is targeting someone, so make sure you block it. This trial is actually kind of a neat one because it does have a surprise mini-boss. There's gonna be 2 of them. It's a large spider that drops down out of the sky. It will spawn at any ad pool. You'll get one before the first boss and one before the second boss. Careful walking up here, don't step too far forward. So this ad pool is actually only featuring one ad at the moment, the Butcher. He is the priority here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him back towards these pillars because there is going to be an eyeball that spawns out. Never, ever, ever be in front of the eyeball unless you're a tank. Fangorn, again, you're just pulling small ads. BDs, you're going to come with me and we're going to stack over here. Healers, this ad does apply a heal check onto tanks, so you do want to be careful when you see butchers.
Magical scum. All you're good for is kindling. These were the lives you claim with your power.
It's a cool mechanic, it's just a frustrating mechanic because they spend a lot of time in here. There is a hidden eyeball sitting right up here. Just be careful as DDs when you're running upstairs. Don't run into him because he can one-shot you guys. Yeah, no, we're doing good. Up here we're going to get onto the bridge, so we are missing the mini-boss still, which means she's probably going to spawn in one of these 2 ad pools. That's where she typically spawns, but there are 3 ad pools left, so she's going to appear in one of those. It's a large spider that falls down from the sky. I'm just going to taunt her the second she appears, so she's going to come to me. More than likely she's going to stack into the ads that you guys are working on. There is a trick to her, Fangorn. This spider, when she does spawn, she does this mechanic where she pulls everybody in and stuns you. And it's a heal check mechanic. So what you guys do is there's a big circle that grows off of her. You do not want to panic and roll out of it. If you do, you'll die. Instead, you want to hold your ground and stay where you are and just block the explosion as it appears. Your healers will keep you alive if you stay together. If you spread out, they can't chase you, so you will die. But the spider, you can actually skip the stun if there's an ad alive outside of her range. So what we do in my core team is we take one of the small ads and just scooch it to the side and keep it alive until that phase, and then we'll pull it in over the spider. So that way she'll still apply the heal check, but she won't stun you all. Sometimes it works, sometimes there's no ad. But this ad pull, I'm gonna trigger it real quick. This ad pull is just another enforcer with 2 Wamas. Fangorn, I'm gonna have you catch both Wamasus. DDs, you guys are gonna stay on this side of this ad pool because there is another ad pool directly behind it that if you step too close to will trigger. So we don't want to double pull these ads. And remember the enforcer, he's gonna hop, but he's your priority. And make sure you guys watch the Wama chargers. Alright, pull in 3, 2, 1. Wama charge. Second Wama charging. The enforcer's up against the bridge over here. So we can move the Wamas right on top of him. Nice job. Now don't step too far forward because the next ad pool's here. So this ad pool has an enforcer who's like, I don't know what he's doing, digging at the ground or something. Oh, it's a body. Okay, he's like stealing dead people's stuff here. So he's your primary target. Again, he's gonna jump. There is a large Wamasu behind him that's gonna come in. And what you can't see out of frame over there is there's also a butcher. So that's the fire ad who puts the heal check on tanks. He's coming into this pool too. So we're gonna stack the Wama and the butcher onto the enforcer. So Fangorn, if you want to grab that Wamasu, I'll stack enforcer and I'll catch the butcher as he comes in. Alright. 1, 3, 2, 1. And again, we have not seen the spider. It is possible she can spawn. Looks like she's waiting till the end on us. Oh, there she is. Should wait till the ads are dead. So, stack nice and tight on her side there. She doesn't have a move that'll hurt you guys from the side. She does have a frontal cleave, so don't join your tank, which is me. This is that heal check. Make sure you stay in for it, including you, Phoenix. Don't move out of it. And then once she dies, don't step through that archway because that will pull the next pull. That's that stun mechanic I was talking about. And cool thing, she gives free perfected loot. So you get 2 extra ones because we'll see that spider one more time. So this ad pool is all the same ads we've seen before. There's a butcher on the right, Wama in the middle, and an enforcer on the left. The enforcer on the left is your guys' target. We're gonna stack everything else to it. Remember, it's gonna hop, so it won't be where it's standing. Make sure we follow it where it goes. I should put food on. Okay. Fangorn, you're gonna catch the Wama that's laying in the middle and move it to that enforcer. I'll bring the butcher over. Alright. Pulling 3, 2, 1.
Set to kill them all.
Butcher has hopped, or enforcer has hopped. He's right next to the stairs, so just scooch over just a little bit. Make sure we stay focused on him. Alright. And that's the whole first wave. So this in here is first boss. So when we step in, don't step too far ahead. Because we are going to talk a lot about her mechanics. Actually, every DD is going to do portals. Alright, so this is Ysalia. So as you can see, she has a pet Wamasu. She's going to have a lot of pet Wamasus. So how we're going to do this is me as main tank. I'm going to hold the boss up on this throne over here. And she kind of alternates her mechanics roughly every 10%. So she starts with the Wamasu up. So you guys are going to target that Wamasu first. And how you guys are going to do it is you guys are actually going to stand between the Wama and the wall over here. Because just like the Wamas on the bridge, they do target and charge. And you don't want to necessarily eat that charge to the face, but you also don't want the Wamasu running all the way to the door over here. Because then he's gone forever, because he's not the fastest walker. So what you guys do is you fight from over here, so that way when it does turn to charge, it runs into the wall, and it's still within your damage. So you guys aren't wasting time with having to replace dots and everything. So once you guys kill the Wama, we're going to push the boss to her next phase, which on non-hard mode is 70%, where she spawns another Wama. And again, you guys are going to target that Wamasu. But the second Wama actually comes with archers. So there's going to be 4 archers that spawn throughout the room. They're kind of randomized where they spawn. And the archers are actually a huge priority. So what they do is they can't be chained, or they can be chained until they're, sorry, portal ones can't be chained. These ones can. So Fangorn is going to chain them to the Wama. However, they start targeting people with a one-shot mechanic. It's like True Shot if you guys have ever been in Black Rose. It's like that. So if you get a red circle over your head, you're being targeted by an archer. If he does not get bashed within like 5 seconds of that, you get one shot. So super important, if you see an archer channeling, you have to bash it. Important tip for trials, channeling is red sparks coming off of an ad. So heavy attacks are yellow sparks, interrupts are red sparks. If you see red sparks, bash. Now remember, these things are going to spawn basically anywhere in this room. So they're not always going to be very easy for Fangorn to chain. And at the same time, he has to deal with this Wamasu too. So he can't really run around. So sometimes there might be one that's too far for him to get. So make sure that you guys as DDs pay attention to that and bash it to keep it interrupted. So that way it doesn't kill anybody until he can get it in. She's going to repeat that mechanic several times. It'll happen at 70. We'll get more archers at 60. We'll get another Wamasu and archers at 50. And then again at 30. Again at 20. And again at 10%. So you're going to see that mechanic a lot. Her next big mechanic is portals, which is what you saw Captain Goodnight write P1 in group. So every DD, you guys are going to split between the 2 portals. So I need 4 of you in P1 and 4 of you in P2. It's a super easy portal mechanic, but what happens is at 60, yeah, 60%, there's going to be these little circles that appear. They're green for me, but they're actually going to be whatever you have your friendly color set to. So if you've adjusted it from the standard green, they're going to be that color. And there's these little glowy things. So you guys are going to stop damage on the boss, and you're 4 people for P1. Captain Goodnight to Wanda, Assassin, and Metal Bear. You guys are going to go into your portal. So what happens when you just run over and synergize it, but what happens is your whole screen will become red, and you're like in this room, but in a different dimension kind of thing. And there's going to be these little ghosts. They're going to kind of be, again, randomly scattered throughout the room. And what you're going to do is you're going to dot them up. So what that means is you're not going to kill them necessarily right away. Instead, you're just going to get their health really low. So it's kind of like crystals in VCR. You dot them up to get them low. And then, once you guys have all 4 of them low, execute them. Which means kill. So, when you kill one, it takes you out of the portal, and you can no longer help your portal DDs. So that's why you kind of want to be helpful and kill all of them together. Because we do have, in many cases of trial groups, you have like support DDs who don't hit as hard. So you don't want to leave them in there to sit and parse this thing all by themselves, because they'll be in there forever. So make sure you run around the room, throw your dots, things like your wall or your caltrops or anything you got on it, so that way they all take damage. Once they're all fairly low and in execute, which is 25% or lower, just execute one and you'll appear back with the rest of the group. Does that make sense? You are still in this room, we can still see you, and you are still healable by healers. So make sure you kind of tend to favor the center of the room. Don't, like, if there's a ghost right here, don't stand like as far away as possible and kill it. Make sure you still place yourself to where healers can assist you if need be. Her next big mechanic is her ice mechanic. So she picks one person that is the closest person to her who is not holding an active taunt. So me and Fangorn are going to be excluded from this, but the closest person to her gets stuck in this ice. So she's gonna turn, she's gonna look at you, she's gonna throw this ice ball at you. Android, thank you. And that person is gonna have this big circle on their feet, kind of like when the Wama's charging. It's gonna look like that. And it's gonna slowly expand. Once it reaches its outer ring, that person freezes into like this big icicle, honestly. And then they need healed out. It is a heal check. They take less healing. It's a lot like Ice and Sunspire. It's basically the same mechanic. So the healer does have to get them out. Phoenix, you want to be primary ice healer? Okay. So the ice person, when Android gets it, Android is not gonna run to Narnia because that's unhelpful. So instead, what Android's going to do is you guys are going to be nice and tightly stacked. She's just going to step to the side to where her circle is not on you guys. And then she's going to freeze there. Because there are mechanics where she can't be super far away. So, if you join her in that circle, you get frozen too. Which means the healer now has to get multiple of you out. So do not be in that circle. Make sure you step out of it. If you accidentally get the ice circle because you were the one that's closest to the boss at that time, or the mechanic is honestly kind of broken sometimes and it ignores the person that's literally right there next to her and goes to someone else, it's okay. Don't panic. Just step out of group and block. Let the ice hit you, and then you're good to go. The healer will get you out. Under 50%, she throws 2 ices, so 2 people are going to get it. So I do need another ice catching DD under 50%. Cool. So under 50%, you're going to stay with Android and just kind of make sure that you guys are always the closest to her. Other mechanics that she does have a chain mechanic. I'm going to attempt to not have her look at you guys to do that, but if you get chained by her, she's going to chain 3 people. You just have to break free. If you don't break free, you get yanked to her, which isn't very fun because she's usually covered in fire. She also does fire pots every 20 seconds. She's going to throw these 3 pots out at me. They leave these big AoEs on the ground. I'm going to attempt to keep them out of your guys' way up on the throne. However, you do not, under any circumstances, step into that fire ring. If you touch that fire, even with your toe, you get hit with this burning AoE thing where you become like your own little fire dot. So you'll get a circle underneath your feet, and if you touch anyone else, you spread it to them. And it is a very painful dot. Like, it'll kill you guys. If you accidentally get fire for any reason, and the rest of the group has already got fire, do not spread out. Stack together and let the healers get you through it, because it is very painful. You do need a healer to save you. But if you get it and you haven't spread it to friends, please hold your ground. The healers will help you by yourself, but don't bring it to the rest of the group. Does that make sense? It does not stack if you already have it, correct? So if you all have it, you can stand on top of each other. It's just something that's shareable, so if they don't have it, you don't want to go to group and give it to everybody. Exactly. I think that's pretty much all of her mechanics. Unless I'm forgetting something big.
Even Wamasu won't eat her tail.
Correct. So you're actually going to keep the Wama almost right where he is. So you can hold them right there. I'm going to keep Boss on throne. So Boss is going to stay up on that platform with me. And Wamas, you do still want to stay close because I actually get put into a heal check every time that boss heavies me. So the healers still have to be within range of me to keep me alive. But you get put into heal check every time the Wama heavies you, which is a very fun perk to this trial. Basically every time a tank is heavy attacked, they get put into a heal check and cannot heal themselves anymore. So we want to stay kind of close together, which is why the Wama is going to stay basically where he is, and that's kind of where you always want to put the Wamas, is right there. And then Boss is going to stay up here. And DDs, you guys are going to generally favor this corner over here. If that makes sense. Any questions, comments, or concerns so far, or anything that didn't make sense? Correct. Yeah, so her phases are roughly every 10%. It's a little different not in hard mode because she doesn't have a couple of her other mechanics. But we're gonna push her, we're gonna kill the Wama here, push her to 90. You'll get another Wama and archers. So you guys are gonna pay attention to the Wama and the archers, not necessarily the boss, because you don't want to keep pushing her, because then you'll just spawn another. You guys don't want to deal with two of those. But I can call you guys on and off of that. Any other questions? You guys will be over here, where Kendra is. You can come over here if you don't, just don't shoot that Wamasu. So the first portal, P1, is going to happen at 60%. And the portal entrances spawn randomly around the room. It's going to be like a faint little green circle. And you're just going to walk over to it and synergize. Only one person can take each portal, so 4 of them are going to appear, but they're going to appear kind of tiered. So there won't always be one around the room, so you might have to wait a second. And then remember, when you guys go in there, you're looking for these little red floating horror ghosts. Like, they're not very big. Yeah, it's literally like a see-through red ghost. And you're gonna kill them. And DD's when... 35. Yeah, 35 for the second. Correct. Alright, any other questions, comments, concerns? Alright, healers, only thing for you guys here is, you guys are sort of split a little bit. So you'll have your main ice healer taking care of the person in ice. the healer not taking care of the person in ice, I usually have as the warden because you have the flowers so you can set up under me. I'll attempt to roll bad heavies to not put myself into a heal check at inconvenient times, but I can't guarantee that I'm not gonna do something dumb. Alright, when you guys are all ready, come over here. Sorry, I'm going over here because it's easier for my boss. Alright, Fangorn, I'm gonna pull in 3, 2, 1. That's a chain, break free. That's the firebomb, so that's what you guys don't want to touch. Heal check coming on tank. Watch that cone. That you guys just want to block. Heal check onto tank. Here comes Wama. He is charging group. The archers are up. There are 4 around the room, so we do want to make sure we kill them, make sure that we interrupt them when you guys see them channel. Heal check onto tank. You're good, you're good. When you get up, make sure you roll dodge. That's ice, so just step to the side of group and block. Healer will take care of you. Heal check onto tank, thank you. Watch that firebomb behind you guys, do not step in it. Alright, she is going to spawn another Wama at 70 so we can push her 6%.
I hope you feel every second of this.
Ice, just block. Alright, you guys are going to turn and go kill that Wama. There are 4 archers up around the room, so make sure you guys are paying attention. If something's red over your head, you need to interrupt. Fangorn will attempt to chain them in as he can, but that conal attack hurts quite a bit as a tank.
You're too hot-tempered.
Nice shot. You guys are gonna push her to 60 when P1 comes out. He'll check on the tank. Watch that fire circle right under her. Alright, it is portal time, so leave her alone. These archers will be immune, so you won't be able to kill them until their ghost dies, but we can stack them. Fangorn, you can stack them by taunting them all and running to a corner. He'll check on the tank. This portal on throne is open. Make sure one of my P1 people come take it. Thank you. Make sure if you're not in a portal, you just keep those archers interrupted, and as the people in portal kill their ghosts, you guys will be able to kill off the archers. Heal check come in tank. Break free from that chain. Alright, now that all archers are dead, you're gonna push her again. She's gonna summon a Wama at 50. Watch that fire. There are some people on fire. Don't run with ice. Yep, nope, that's alright. If you do have it, make sure you try to stack with the, well, get close to the other person with ice. Your circles can overlap, your feet cannot. Make it easier on your healers to get you both out. Heal check on the tank, thank you. Get to one up. If you guys are not rezzing, we're gonna push boss to her next phase, which is portals at 35. So this will be P2. So my portal people that did not go into 1, you're gonna go into this one. Heal check on the tank. I do have to move for some fire pots. That's 2 ice. Remember to stack together. Nope, not away from each other. Ice people always follow each other, just don't overlap your feet in those circles. 1% to portals. It happens all the time. Portals spawning now. I apologize for the one on from.
I hope you feel every second.
Brave, android, brave. I think ice are spread out again. You got it to me, yeah. Yeah, no, you got it. So there's one on the front door right now. You walk over it and synergize. And then when you're in there, heal check on tank. When you're in there, you're gonna look for the red ghosts. There is an archer that needs bashed up here. When you guys get out of that ice, roll, but don't stack with group.
You can't run from justice.
Heal check coming tank. Just stack together, don't spread out.
You're too hot-tempered.
Here comes ice. Remember guys to stack together, not away from each other. Beautiful, flawlessly done. Okay. No, you're alright. I can pull a sub in.
Nothing escapes me.
Break free. If you're on fire, try not to spread it to the rest of the group. Scrub, you'll want to scooch over to where group is. Watch that second fire. Got some extra people in ice. Watch that. Okay, you're good to stand up, middleway. Break free from that chain. So you guys are just gonna focus Wama on those archers. Just remember to try to stay out of that fire. Heal check coming tank. Yeah, it'll kill you both, yeah. Circles can overlap, feet cannot.
I hope you freeze quickly. Come here.
Alright, we're gonna push her 7% more. So you guys are going to just push just a little bit. Watch that fire coming underneath you guys. You guys can come around it over here if you have to. Try and get that out of your guys' way. Ice, make sure you guys stack together, but don't overlap your feet. Yeah, you can tap Boss Fangorn, just pull the Wama kind of close to where you don't die, but not near them. Just watch his charge. Hey! Assassin, did you need replace now?
You couldn't save Twelvain. You aren't powerful enough to save anyone.
Okay.
The weak.
Let me see if I have someone I can pull in.
Together, we can make it so no mage is ever hunted again.
Alright, I got someone coming. Yeah. He's swapping though, so he'll be a second. We can start on these ad pulls if you want while we're waiting for him. So the ad pulls are actually going to change the ads up a little bit after the second boss here. Again, we're going to see that spider sometime between this boss and the next boss. So one of these ad pulls is going to spawn that big red spider. It is randomized. It will never be the same. You can't predict where she's coming, unfortunately, but she is going to arrive. Oh, you have an hour. Okay. We can loot. Heavy sex in this cart here. Okay, sorry, I was calling him off. So the priority ad in this one is actually slightly up the hill, but again has a flag. It's a Void Master. So what she's gonna do is she's going to throw these two circles underneath group, and they kind of like explode on the ground. You just want to shimmy to the side out of them. Again, that's an important reason to be stacking because they target people. So if you guys are super spread out, they get super spread out, and then you run out of room in that small hallway. So to stay nice and tightly stacked with group, and when they appear, then you can shimmy to the side out of them and keep damaging. She also does a mechanic where she's going to target 4 people. You're going to get those red AoEs over your head, just like you did when the archers were attacking you. And she's going to summon like these ghostly skeleton dogs. And what they do is they will charge every person that has the circle over their head and blow up. So what you guys want to do, most people call it bad dogs, but when you hear bad dogs, you're going to block. Just because those are going to explode, and when they explode everyone that's in group, so everybody block them. If you have the circle, don't run away with it, because the healers, again, cannot chase you. We also will see a lot of griffins now. There's one right in front of us here. They really don't do a ton of damage, but they do have a stun move that will knock you guys all back. Try to avoid it. It's a front conal attack. They'll do it when they're jumping at tanks. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Alright. Fangorn, I'm going to have you round up the griffins. There are 2 of them, and I'm going to go up and catch that Void Master. Alright. Pulling 3, 2, 1.
You really want to do this?
Well, we do have an eyeball joining this pull. This is bad dogs. Nice job. It's usually sometimes a heavy sack over here. There's not. I lied.
Twelvain in charge. No weaklings left. You'll
It's not.
rise
Yeah,
above
it's
the
usually there, but
rabble.
it is not.
I can't stand up to
It's not on this side either. Alright, well, apparently this one hates us. Thank you, thank you. Be careful not to step through that archway that's up there. Once you do step through there, it does pull an ad pull. And this ad pull is actually going to introduce probably the most dangerous ad. So... Oh, of course he's standing where you can't see him right now. Actually, he's walking across right now. So this guy with the flag, he's called the Disruptor. So we're gonna keep him separate from the other ads in this pool. So in this ad pool, there's a griffin laying over here, there's a disruptor, there's a second griffin up here, and around this corner that you guys can't see, there's also a void master standing up there. So the disruptor right here is your main priority. He has to die, and he has to die quickly. Because what he does is he actually creates like this big orange ring around him, and everything that's in that ring enrages and takes like half damage. So all your attacks will hit him like wet noodles. So you don't want him to hit that point. So he is the priority. You do want to tab target him. If you don't know how to tab target, your right joystick, you just put your reticle over him, press and hold your right joystick, he's going to outline in white. That's going to prioritize all your attacks to him. So he needs to die quickly. Fangorn, I'm going to have you grab him and stack him on the griffin that he's standing right next to right now. And he's going to stay on that side where he is. So he's going to stay on the left. I'm going to catch everything else that's up this hill and keep it out because we don't want to enrage that Void Master. So I'm going to keep everything out, and then once you guys kill this disruptor, you're going to come and kill the stuff that I have. Alright. Any questions? Fangorn, he is slightly to the right now, just in front of us. Alright. My pull. 3, 2, 1.
Do you think you can stop me?
So make sure you guys stay stacked together. You're really spread out. You should be in one group. Work for your healers, not against them. Bad dogs on the way. Block. So that's the Disruptor's Enrage mechanic. He is going to take a lot less damage and everything else is going to hurt more. So try not to stand in those AoEs. Bad dogs come in. Block. Now you guys can come over and kill the Void Master. And Fangorn, you can put that Griffin right on top of her. Bad dogs. Block. There is a heavy sec in this cart. And I think a chest up there. The spider, she does what she wants. She's probably going to show up in that ad pool up there.
You are
More than likely.
us. You who cannot
There is
wield even the
another
smallest
chest
spell.
up here if you
This
guys
one
want it.
created a creature with magic in its veins. It will rip you all to pieces.
And this ad pool is actually a lot like the other one. There are 2 griffins, a disruptor, and a void master. The disruptor is actually right in front of us right now, slightly to the left when you guys get here. He, again, is your priority. So you can tab target him from here. So he needs to die quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm going to hold this void master slightly away so that way she doesn't enrage because you don't want her mechanics to enrage too. Because she does hurt a lot. There is a potential of a eyeball coming into this fight. I'm gonna catch it if it does, so that it doesn't face at you guys. But that thing is also a priority to kill. I just won't move it in because it's gonna enrage. But Disruptor, Void Master, eyeball. Fangorn, you're gonna catch. Yeah, just catch him right where he is and keep him right there on the stairs. Alright, my pull. 3, 2, 1. Yes. The tab target? So tab target is the right joystick. You put your reticle over the ad that you would like to hold on, like tab target. And just press and hold. You'll see like a white outline on it. As a DD, you'll always want to tab target when you're in boss fights or going into ad pools, so that way you're always hitting the priority. There is going to be a fun eyeball just moving his way down this hill. We're going to wait down here. Go ahead and grab that. There's an eyeball that's gonna come down. We're gonna wait, because if we pull him too far up that hill, he's gonna pull the adpole that is on the top of the hill. That adpole is probably one of the more difficult ones of the trial, so we don't want to pull that with an eyeball. But he's coming right now. Alright, so you guys can come over here and kill him real quick. The eyeballs really aren't dangerous unless you're in front of them. They do have a mechanic called Gaze that will one-shot DDs. Alright, this adpole is one that holds the trial up sometimes. So if you're in pugs, this adpole will probably stop you for a bit. So there are 2 disruptors on the left. They will enrage each other if one of them does not die quick enough. So what you guys need to do is tab target one of them to hard focus first. And what you're going to do is tab target the one that's standing at the fire. So the one you can reach right now. Tab target him. Fangorn is going to stack both disruptors right here in front of you guys. And I'm going to hold the rest of the ads. So there is also a Voidmaster and 2 Griffins. And we have a high chance that the spider's coming because there's only 2 adpoles left. So she's coming in one of these. And we do not want these disruptors up with her because she will then one-shot everything. So where this disruptor's standing is where they're going to be stacked. Remember, you guys keep a tab target on that one, kill it till it dies, and then take care of the other. Fangorn, you ready to grab both disruptors? Alright, pulling 3, 2, 1. I believe in you. I'll come over and help.
Don't you feel it? This isn't right.
Showing 12 veins.
So big heals on Fangorn. These guys do hurt quite a bit. Bad dogs. Luck. Try to get reses if we can, but this is gonna hurt. That's 2 in range. Bad dogs if you're up. I have 1. I have 2. This is gonna hurt. Oh, nope. So what happened here is we actually spread out way too far. So when I say stack, I mean like you should not be able to see your character. Like you should be inside everyone else. Like if you can see your character, you are not standing correctly. So go ahead. The disruptors will be stacked on this corner here. So you guys will go to them and just stack right to them. So you guys will probably be a little closer than that. I just didn't want to pull the adpole. But you guys will stack on the disruptor. You do have to shimmy out of the Voidmaster's attack. So those big circles that appeared. What happened is they appeared and you guys all backed up over here. So now you're way over here and the ads are way over there. So you guys were way too far from your healers, so that the heal check mechanic they do just killed you all. So remember, always stay with the ad, but stay out of bad on the ground. Some helpful tips that make trials a lot easier. Your POV, your third person POV, you can push it out further in your options. But you can push it out even further by pressing and holding down on your D-pad and using your right joystick to pull backwards. It will give you an even more wider screen. Really helps you see the bad. And if you're like me, red is a terrible color for bad. So you can actually adjust that color by making it something like hot pink is a super popular one for trials because it is super bright. And you can adjust the enemy brightness. So you'll want to turn that all the way up. So that way it'll be nice and super bright under your feet where not to stand. Super helpful in every trial. Alright, guys ready to try that again? Alright. So, stack to this disruptor that's over here. Make sure we kill one of them. Drop everything you got on. Pull in 3, 2, 1. Their heal check is coming out, so be mindful. That is their enrage. Stick on the one. Bad dogs block. Pull it closer to your tanks. Nice job on that. Bad dogs block, and here comes our spider. I'm gonna pull her over to us. Stay on the Voidmaster, bad dogs block. So ignore that little Inferno ad behind me. Oh, never mind. Oh, fucking ad. Alright. That is one of the harder ad pulls. And you had the mini in it, which is a fun combo. Careful when you run up these stairs, don't go up onto the top. So this ad pull again is including a disruptor up here. Disruptors are not very fun. So when you guys are done, just don't run past me.
Did you hear that one bang?
Consoles is a great set. Or DD. Whatever I get, I'll give away. So this ad pool, there is a disruptor. He's currently up on top of the stairs right now. And there are 2 Voidmasters. So the disruptor is going to be the priority. Fangorn, you're going to taunt him and stack him on this left griffin over here. And I'm going to grab both Voidmasters and kind of shimmy them a little bit closer but near the stairs. DD's tab target that disruptor up top. He's your priority target. Alright, pulling 3, 2, 1.
Another fool comes to die.
Oh, watch that enrage. Bad dogs block. Try to get those reses if you can. Remember with Voidmaster or with Disruptors, they do cause a pretty nasty AoE. I do have a heal check on me. Never mind, you fixed it. Bad dogs block. Bad dogs coming again. Block. Bad dogs block. Bad dogs block. If you guys are not resin, come over here and try to kill these Voidmasters, because they're just going to do this dog mechanic on repeat. Make sure you guys stack nice and tightly in here. You can roll through that stuff on the floor to get closer to them. Block. usually a heavy sack over here. Yep, there is. And then we're gonna move into the second boss, who's probably one that not a lot of people like. Yeah, it's the Chimera. Honestly, I think it's fun. It's different. Makes you think. It's like Simon Says. I'll explain it to you guys. Yeah, you only have 10 seconds to hit him. So you do kind of have to be quick about it. It's randomized order. So it shows you the order in the beginning and then you have to mimic it. Alright, I think we have everybody in here. Alright, so this boss is a little deceiving because she actually has 3 different parts to her. So right now you see Telvain right there. So you're going to sorta kill her, but she's not actually the boss you're gonna fight. So we're gonna pull her right off bat. I'm gonna pull her here to start. And she's actually gonna drop a mechanic on us pretty quickly. It's these big lightning AoEs. So when I say move, what we're gonna do is we're all gonna run. And we're gonna stack more like over here. I'm gonna hold the boss over there. And you guys need to stack very tightly right up on her butt. Like up against the boss. Because she's gonna drop some rings around her that do a lot of damage. So you guys need to be tight and up against her. And another reason you need to be very tightly grouped is because that lightning AoE, Fangorn is going to be over here playing with them. What they do is they'll target the person closest to them. So he needs to kite them because they will destroy him and kill him if he stays in them. But he needs space to be able to move them around. There's 4 of them, Fangorn. So basically what you do is you kind of touch all of them and then pull them away from group. Group is gonna very quickly, like when I say move, I mean stop your parse, stop everything and just follow me and the boss over here. So that way we don't draw those circles, because if you have those circles, they're gonna kill everybody. You do want to tank kiting them around. So Fangorn, you're just gonna kind of play with those circles over here. She is gonna do a second round of those circles. So when I start to say, like, get ready to move, you're gonna want to move over here and catch her second round of them. There's gonna be 4 more. So again, all I do is I just kind of like quickly touch them and roll out and then walk the opposite direction. Group, we are gonna keep moving around the circle and we're probably gonna end up more over here just to give him enough space to round those circles up. And then you're gonna push the boss until she dies. So once you kill her, you don't actually kill her, but once you kill her, we're all going to get randomized symbols on our head. So, Fangorn, I would take off that Skittle, because you're not going to be able to see the symbol that goes on your head with that Skittle on. But if you guys want to walk around the outside of the room to follow me, you can see what the symbols are going to look like. So this one right here, this is the Wamasu. So you can see the big blue flags. That's a Wamasu face. This is the Wamasu symbol. And then if you go over here, this is Griffin. So you can see big blue flags with Griffin. It's like a little X symbol. And then over here, there's these big red flags that are a lion. This is the lion symbol. So it's going to be randomized. When that boss dies, she is going to summon those symbols above everyone's head. 4 people per room. If you listen to the boss, she actually says what room you're in on your screen. So she'll say like Wamasu, Lion, Griffin. So whatever you hear her say, if you can't figure out what the symbol is, just listen to her. She's going to tell you. And then what you do is you have 10 seconds to run to that pad that matches the symbol on your head. And it's going to teleport you into another room. If you do not make it in time, it is a one-shot and you die. So when the symbols appear, quick, fast, in a hurry, go to your room. So the rooms are the part that scare everybody, but it's actually super simple. It's a game of Simon Says. So when you get in there, it's there's going to be a mini boss. I can't guarantee you're going to have a support in every room, but if you don't, and you are the one the boss chases, make sure you guys block. Don't panic and spam your skills because it will kill you. Just block as it hits you and roll heavies. So the yellow sparks, you need to roll. Ideally, it's gonna hopefully spread us out to where supports are in every room, but it doesn't always happen that way because you can't pick your room. The first wave. Second wave, you can pick your room, but so for the first wave, just remember, if the boss is on you, block, attacks, roll heavies. The Wama room is going to summon those lightning circles that you're going to see out here. That boss will summon one, so if you're holding that boss and not a tank, you may need someone else to take that circle. And all you do is you just step on it until you get the red circle on your head, and then you just walk away from it. Yes, it is still a glitch in here. Because, you know, why would they have fixed that? It's only 2 years old. But, so when you're in the rooms, what you guys are doing is you're going to play a game of Simon Says. So you're going to go in, and it is on every single DD or any person not holding the boss. So healers too. Your job is to watch the crystals in the room. So there's these pink crystals, they're around the room. There's only 4 of them in non-hard mode. So what I do to be able to hear it is, right when I peer in, I scooch to the left and put my back up against that wall. And from that position, you can see all the crystals. And what you're looking for is they're going to sit up from their stand. And they're going to sit up in an order. So what we do is 1 is over here, 2, 3, 4. Go like counterclockwise around the room, basically, from your position. And that is the order you have to hit them in. Now the order is randomized per room, so it could be 2, 4, 3, 1. And that's the pattern that you have to strike them in. So what you do is you sit in that corner, watch the pattern, and then it's going to set them all down, and then it's going to put them all up again. And when it puts them up, you have to break them in the order it showed you. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, 1 is the one that's closest to the left side of entrance. They're kind of weird in a non-hard mode setting because they're not evenly spaced, because hard mode adds another crystal, so it's 5 instead of 4, so they're kind of more pretty. This one there's like weird gaps. No, that is when you come out of the room. So while you're in the room, you're totally safe. When you're coming out of the room, so when you solve the puzzle and you're appearing back out of the room, do not swap your weapons while you're teleporting. So when it says puzzle complete across your screen, don't swap bars. If you do, you'll get stuck on that bar and you'll be unable to bar swap. So really dumb glitch. It's really stupid. You'll have to travel out to fix it. Just do not swap your bars when teleporting. Other than that, the glitch won't hurt you at all. So the fun caveat here is Wama and Lion solve their puzzles immediately. So the second, if you're in Wama or Lion, you solve immediately. If you're in Griffin, you wait until Wama and Lion are done, or there's an emergency and you have to go save one of the portals, because if they all die, you gotta go get them. They're not going to appear to you. You have to go. So, Griffin always waits until told to solve. So you guys can memorize the pattern. You can also write it into group chat. So you can be like G 4, 2, 3, 1. And that tells Griffin is 4, 2, 3, 1. Or L for Lion, W for Wama. So if you see the pattern but you can't solve it at that moment, just put it into groups so that way others can see it. It is, you do need a ranged weapon to solve these. It's easiest with a staff. It's actually easiest with a resto staff, but your healers may be busy. And if no one solves the puzzle, you just sit there and stare at it until someone does. So, be brave, take your chance, solve it. If you are solving it, call that you are solving it so someone else isn't trying to also solve it. Because if you hit one out of order, the whole thing resets. So, make sure you... yeah. No. Clockwise. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, clockwise starting at the entrance position. So it's like 1 is to the left, then 2, 3, 4 around the room. It's really, it sounds a lot more complicated than it is. You can't kill him, he's immune. So there is a boss in there, but it's a gold health bar, so no sense sitting there fighting it. It takes no damage. It's just there to be an inconvenience. If you're lucky and have a tank in your room, then it's super simple, because the tank can hold it off to the side. But if you don't have a tank, then the DDs or your healer has to hold it, which most bosses, they don't actually do a ton of damage. So they're totally fine to hold, just people panic and overspam and then run out of like stamina and die. So just take a breath, hold that boss still. If you have, you don't want to do that. If you run around, you could mess up the person with the crystals, because then they're hitting the boss and not the crystal they need to smack. So you want to hold that boss still. Super important. So once you guys solve all the puzzles, then we come back out and you get the second phase of the boss, which is that chimera that's in the middle comes alive. And that's the actual boss that we're fighting. So the reason Griffin solves last is because whichever puzzle solves last is where the chimera spawns. And we actually want her over here. She lines up a lot better in the room, so it's a lot easier if she's there. If not, it's okay. You don't have to do it that way. It just makes her easier to stack on. So ideally we'll be fighting her on that side of the room. You guys are going to kind of tightly rainbow stack around her. There is a chain lightning mechanic, but in non-hard mode, it's not a one-shot if you take it multiple times, so you don't have to do the split stack. So you guys are gonna kind of stack tightly around her. During the fight, she is going to spawn her minis. So Fangorn, it goes across the screen, but she is going to spawn at random each of these guardians. So as they spawn, you're gonna have to catch them and pull them over. I will warn you, this lion hits like a fucking freight train. So do not turn your back on it, because it will one-shot you. And its heavy, for some reason, is ranged. So if you think you're far enough away to not die to the heavy, you're not. It will kill you. It's really dumb. I don't know why a lion has a ranged heavy attack, but he does. So be careful of that one. DDs, when he has the Griffin, be careful. It has a frontal conal attack. If you are in it, you will die. So do not join your tank. The Wama, he does like a surging wave kind of mechanic. There's these little circles that come up out of him. Right? They come out of them real slow and they move across the ground. Do not stand in them. Shift out of the way. They actually hurt quite a bit. So Fangorn is going to hold those minis kind of behind everybody. It's on DDs to stay out of the way. If you get in the mix of that, you will die. Once all 3 spawn, the Chimera is going to leave and we have to do the puzzle room again. So what's going to happen is when the Chimera leaves, you guys are going to turn around and we're going to fight the little bosses. Now, I'm not going to get super complicated on you guys because it's not a hard mode, but you can actually pick what room you're going into. So ideally what you'll do is you'll split up Wama, Griffin, and Lion, and you'll have a healer holding the Griffin, and your 2 tanks holding Llama and Lion. And then your DDs will spread out among them. So that way you guys have supports in every room. We don't have to line it up that way. One of my healers, if you want to put a taunt on and grab Griffin, you can. Okay. Just roll It's Heavy. It's Heavy hurts, is not fun. Make sure you roll that. And then Fangor and I'll grab Wamasu if you want to hold Lion during that phase. So that way we'll try to, and what we'll do is we'll spread out a little bit. I'll move the Wama a little closer to his room. And then we'll move Griffin a little bit away and DDs will spread out. So hopefully we can try to at least give you guys some supports. Does that make sense? Correct. So the DDs, while the Chimera's down, are going to be focused on that Chimera. So they're going to be killing the big boss, but you are going to have to hold those minis, and they're just going to hang out because you don't want to kill them. Because the second one dies, everyone, the 4 closest people to it, have to go to its room or they die. So we want to kill them all together. So you're just going to hang out with them, but you can't run too far away because they will kill you. So you do have to stay with group. And in hard mode, you have to stay for the chain, so the tank has to be here. But just get used to kind of hanging out with them here. The Chimera, while she's up, she really doesn't have any mechanics that are gonna super hurt you guys. She does do a chain lightning, but in not hard mode, it's really not super painful. So just make sure you guys are nice and stacked on that. When I say Ice 2, what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna back up, because she's going to drop meteors on everybody. You don't want to drop those meteors right on boss, or else you have no room to stand, because they do persist. So when I say Ice 2 back up, you are going to back up, and you're just going to keep walking. And then you're going to block. You're going to have this big circle of fire on you. Don't stack on each other, because you'll kill each other. But back up, block, and then come back into boss. And then it's just a rinse and repeat. But that was a ton of mechanics, so anything I said that didn't make sense? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, they're gonna chase you. So, as long as you have the red circle on your head, they're coming after you. But to get their, like, quote-unquote attention, you have to, like, step in them. Just don't hang out in them long, they hurt. Mm-hmm. So they spawn on the edges of the walls. There's these little, like, it's almost like this challenge banner. It's like a pedestal that they come up out of. And there's 4 of them around the room. When you spawn in, if you move just backwards up against the wall to your left, you could see all 4. So you can see the order they come up in. And they do chime when they rise. So that was actually what I was talking about earlier, where you can use the sound to tell which direction it is. Alright, any other questions before we give it a pull? I know this boss sounds like a lot, but I swear once you get used to it, she's not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna give her a pull. She's coming right to us, and then we're gonna move when I say move. Pull in 3, 2, 1.
Foolish to fight this one.
Alright, and move. Run quick. Quick, quick, quick. Unless you're Fangorn, he's gonna take those circles. Great job on that. Stack nice and tight on that boss, like real tight. In. Yep, on the butt. If you can see your character, you are in the wrong. And run, Fangorn, here's the second round. DDs, move quick. Stay nice and tight on me. If you have a circle still coming for you, back it up. Tanking Griffin. So now pay attention to your room, and what you do is you just run and stand on the pad. Now Griffin, we're gonna hold a second, but you can memorize the pattern. Oh, actually Griffin, solve. Oh, yep. Now you can learn the pattern. So memorize the pattern and write it down, because we're coming. BDs, we do want to solve this. We have to go save them.
The power belongs to Quelvain, not you.
So this is one. You guys see the pattern?
You need a hit. This fight will end before it's even begun.
Yeah, it is just a circle. So I'll hit this one over here when you guys are ready. Alright, start with one. Make sure we break one. Nope. It's the one by Metal Bear.
Your failure gives me strength.
So with the resto staff, it is actually the easiest to solve it. There you go. Alright, now pay attention to your head because both rooms are down, so it is gonna send us. It'll probably split us up. So I'm Lion. I'm gonna grab this boss. So get the reses in the rooms if you can. Don't kill those because it's just gonna spawn more. This one is the lion. So one is actually, we can count that one as one if you would want. Because this one, it's weird. One's actually right here, but it's not here because there's not 5 of them. There, I'm gonna try and shield you guys. Alright, so we messed that one up.
It's a simple illumination sequence, and you still failed.
Someone solve it. Because you're all gonna die if we sit in here too much longer.
You can't even solve a simple puzzle.
Different people can. You just have to do it in the proper order.
Your failure gives me strength.
definitely see this again, so if you guys are not comfy, we'll have to do it again.
Addled minds, you can't oppose me.
Sorry, Metal Bear, I'm trying to heal you. Mm-hmm.
Power belongs to Wellbane, not you. Your mistakes waste all our time. Ha! You can't even solve a simple puzzle.
This is our home now.
Take all the time you need. It won't change anything. This one will dispatch one of your friends with every failure.
Who's solving it? Do we know what the pattern is?
Even the simplest of adepts and casters solve this puzzle. Ha! You can't even solve a simple puzzle.
Wama, how are you guys doing over there? So try to slow down and just look at the pattern.
You're weak in mind and power.
Leave one of those ads up, but don't kill... You can kill one, but leave the other, because the second you kill them, they spawn. One's easier than two, with how long we're taking.
Your failure is this one's success.
That could be someone else hitting it, or you're hitting the wrong one.
You're too slow.
Doing my best to heal you guys, but we gotta go a little faster.
Take all the time you need. It won't change anything.
Let's terminate.
Too slow.
Terminated. It's initiating.
Take the
Hey!
lion's fire?
Lion! We did it! Everyone to Wama. Alright, where's the spot?
Your failure is this one's success!
Yes. 10 seconds.
Your failure gives me strength!
I'll try to get that off you.
Such mental prowess. 12 vein trembles in her robes. Even the simplest of adepts and casters solve this puzzle.
Please solve it quickly. This hurts.
Take all the time you need. It won't change anything.
Hey! Terrible news, we have to do it again! Hopefully a lot faster, because we might have to do it a second time too. Stack nice and good. You guys can light rainbow stack around her. There's ice 1. Don't worry. Ice 2, that's gonna be back up. She's dropping meteors on you. Alright, so you don't want to drop those on boss. Make sure we back up during that. That's lightning. Stay nice and tightly stacked for that. That's ice 1. Here comes ice 2, so meteors. Back up, back up, back up. Don't take away your space to kill the boss. That's chain lightning. There's ice 1. Here comes ice 2. Back up. Back up. Far away. That's ice again. Just be your tank might have been miscounting. That's ice 2. Back up. She can drop an ice 0. That's a thing. But it doesn't count towards the ices. I'm gonna catch this Griffin who's coming over and bring her to you. DDs. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cleave them. Bring that Griffin over here. We're just gonna cleave them together for a little bit. Yeah. Watch that cone, don't stand in that. Fangorn, bring the lion over here. Griffin's gonna die, so if you're a Griffin, or if you want to go to Griffin, go over there and kill it. Wama's also gonna die. Yep, you're a lion. Wamasu room, time to go. It's the room right here. If you have a symbol on your head, you need to go. Get Kendra up. If you have the Griffin, you're gonna have to kite it. Wama room, solve immediately.
What will never be cowed by idiots.
Please solve this one. Pay attention to your head where you're gonna go. Please solve it quickly. Your tank is not having a good time. Ooh, thank you.
Please, don't die now.
Griffin, we're coming. Go ahead and solve. Kendra, I'll take that off you.
You're weak in mind and power. Passing time is inevitable, as is your failure. This one will dispatch one of your friends with every failure. Your failure is this one's success.
You did it? You woke the...
Nice.
Go to sleep.
Alright, kill this boss so we don't have to do that again. Nice one.
No! We will not be defeated by the likes of you!
Ice 2. She is gonna call meteors, but come in. Hey!
Even when
And
you
that's
have
boss
more
2! This is so long. Honestly, the more you see it, the more comfortable it is. And even in, so like, my team's doing the trifecta in here, where we have to solve those in like seconds. And it was a whole prog and a half to get DDs to actually want to do it. Because no one wants to do it. So now that you guys know how to do it, you're a whole step ahead. Go ahead and grab it. This ad pool is a lot of the same ads you've already seen. There is a new one. It's called a summoner. It's that green one that's on the left. She summons things, like her name says. Things like flesh hatchos and stuff. Really, you just ignore them because when she dies, it dies, so it's not really a big deal. There is an enforcer again, that archer that we were targeting in the beginning. You're going to target him again. He's back behind the Wama. Fangorn, you're gonna grab the Wama and the Enforcer and stack them together. I'm gonna bring the Paranoxia and the Summoner over. Alright. Correct, Enforcer. Alright, my pull. 3, 2, 1.
Anzu will rip your world to shreds.
Enforcer did hop. So we're gonna shift over to him. Nice job. The floor is a little trippy here. Don't fall and die. There is a heavy sack around this tree. Just don't walk too far ahead because this Adpole does hurt. So this Adpole, you guys have a priority that's actually over here. It is that disruptor that is green. He needs to die very quickly because he's going to make this whole Adpole one-shot everybody. So disruptor is your main priority. I'm gonna bring the other ads over. Grab that disruptor. Owie. Cool. Disruptor has enraged all other ads, so just be mindful not to stand in bad. Here's a giver. Oh, don't worry about him. He'll die when the summoner dies. Woo! First try. It just looks like you can, but if you step off the, like, these edges, you totally can, but this part, no, you're not gonna fall through. It's just really trippy. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna grab this here eyeball. Alright, this next Adpole is the last Adpole before final boss, and it is actually the most difficult Adpole in here. Purely because of the amount of ads in it. So we have basically everything we've seen so far. We have a Griffin, we have a Disruptor, we have a Voidmaster, we have a Summoner, an Enforcer, and a Wama. They're all going to trigger when we pull this pull. The most dangerous thing on the field is still the Disruptor. He's over here juggling knives next to this Griffin. He dies first, or we all die. So, you guys are gonna run to this, and Fangorn's gonna grab that Disruptor and this Griffin, and he's gonna hold them where they are and kill them. I'm gonna catch everything else in the room and follow the Enforcer because he's gonna hop around. So I'm gonna stack everything to that Enforcer. I will get put in a heal check a couple times, so if a healer remembers me, I might need some help every once in a while, depending on how long that Enforcer takes to, or the Disruptor takes to kill. So you guys are gonna kill Disruptor, and then you're gonna come to me, kill Enforcer, and then cleave everything else down. That make sense? Alright. My pull. 3, 2, 1. The Wama is gonna charge at you guys, so just be careful. Ooh, he jumped to the middle. I love when he does that. Bad dogs are on their way. Ooh. Heal check is on opposite tank. Oh no! Oh, yeah, that's an enrage. That's why this Adpole can suck. It's actually quite painful. He did die. We got him down. Make sure you do scooch off so you don't spawn and pull it. It is not. Nope, not Adpole. So once you kill one, he is dead. Alright, so now Enforcer. He's purple, he's on the left. Pull him 3, 2, 1. Watch that Wama. Enforcer did hop to his tree. Bad dogs, block. Break free from that stun. It's just a fear mechanic. Hey. Alright, now the final boss is down over here. You don't have to hop to your death. There is going to be a very convenient portal that spawns.
I can't keep her out much longer. Help me, please.
First time I ever ran this trial, they tricked me. They're like, yeah, you just jump. Alright, so this is Ansel. She is the final boss. She's actually a little easier than the other bosses in my opinion. I do need 3 DD volunteers for Portal. Alright, so I got 1, 2. Oh, you're fine.
This mind
I need
doesn't
1
work.
more.
There's nothing here
You've never
worth
been?
solving.
Sweet, you're gonna go. And then Fangorn, you're the Portal tank. Yes. Yeah, you can dodge all that. So Fangorn, you'll be Portal tank. So this boss, kind of like the first one, she has alternating mechanics every 10%. So her first one here, Fangorn, you're actually going to pull the boss off rip. And then Kendra, do you want to practice being sent? Okay, cool. So, Fangorn, you're going to grab the boss right away, and you're actually going to take the first send, because there's nothing really happening, so no sense sending a healer. So every 10%, she's going to send the person holding her away. Well, technically every 20, because it alternates with portals. But first 10%, she's going to send Fangorn. He's going to appear either this corner or this corner. It's kind of randomized. And he's going to have a manifestation ad with him. It's like those big vampire dudes. And Fangorn, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna run to me. But don't run to the boss, because once you're banished, if you get too close to her, it's a one-shot. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna run along the wall towards the boss. So if you spawn over here, run this wall. If you spawn over there, run that wall. And you're just running the ad to me, basically. And I'm gonna taunt it off of you. Now that manifestation does have to die before we push the next phase, or else Fangorn dies. So manifestation will be top targeted when it comes in, and then we'll push her to a next phase. So at 80%, she's going to do her first maze mechanic. So what happens is one of these corners, a shade appears, and it's going to blow up that half of the room. So we all have to move. There's a giant AoE, you'll see it on the floor. We're going to move to the safe side. The room explodes, and then a maze mechanic starts. It's actually a fairly simple maze, like it's not very tricky to walk through, but the hard part is the mechanics happening in the maze. So there's a fire, a lightning, and a poison maze that'll spawn. They're randomized what order they'll spawn in, but you can tell by what shade stands up. If it's green, it's poison. If it's blue, it's lightning. If it's red, it's fire. So if you want, and you're not a portal person, you can still practice the maze, but on normal, you don't have to. When you go into hard mode, everyone has to do the maze, but you don't have to in normal vet. It's good to practice it if you're uncomfortable though. But portal people, you guys have to do it. So Fangorn and everyone going into portal, which was Android, Captain, and Assassin? Okay. So you guys have to run the maze. The trick with the lightning maze is do not step in the circles. If you step and stop them, if 2 people stop them, it's gonna zap you guys, so you don't want to do that. So you're gonna shimmy in between them. Just remember, there is a lot of like stop and wait. Like it's okay to wait for one to move. On this second one, if you just hug the wall, you can go all the way through. On the third round, you're gonna wait. That second one's gonna move, and you can just walk through. Last one, you will have to roll. If you get the fire maze, you just don't want to step in the little fire things. It'll give you the same AoE the first boss gives you, which is the fire dot. It does hurt quite a bit if a healer comes with them through, like at least halfway through the maze. You can kind of heal them if they catch that fire. If you are practicing the maze and not a portal DD, do not hit the synergy at the end. It will put you in portal. So if you are not going in portal, don't touch the synergy. Fangorn, you should go in first, and you're going to catch the mini. Each mini has their own mechanic, but you're always going to turn them away from group. Your portal DDs, if it is fire and poison, are going to rainbow stack around, do a 1, 2, 3 with your tank right here. If it is lightning, you're gonna hard stack on the boss. Do not stand on his hips. He has a conal cleave that's more than 180 degrees. It's more like 270 degrees. So you all DDs have to stand together on his butt. He's also going to stack a very damaging AoE on you, so you guys will want to put on like Echoing Vigor. And Fangorn, if you have contingency, like warding contingency, you can pop that on them. Yes, for portal. If it's the lightning boss. If you get the poison boss, you guys are going to rainbow stack, one on each hip, one behind. The poison boss is going to look at someone and throw a circle at you. You need to roll. It's random which one he's going to look at. But if he looks at you and you have the circle, roll. The fire boss, you don't want to spread out too far. You still want to be a little closer to him because he's going to do that fire pot mechanic. You don't want to touch those pots. So when he does that big circle, you're actually going to roll towards the boss, not away from. And then the furthest person from him is going to get a meteor. You're going to back that up, drop it, and come back in. Do not eat it to the face, it will kill you. Fangorn, those bosses' heavy attack is actually quite painful, so make sure you're paying attention to their heavy. And the lightning boss will need interrupted. Yes, lightning you hard stack on. Fire and poison spread out. Yeah, you basically just rainbow stack around them. There's only 3 of you in there, so you each take a side. DDs, out here we're gonna play a game of rinse and repeat. You're gonna kill a manifestation, you're gonna push the boss. Then you're gonna kill a manifestation, then you're gonna push the boss. You're gonna do that a bunch. There are 3 portal phases, so we'll alternate manifestation, portal, manifestation, portal. Then, once we hit 20%, the boss is going to split into 3. So all 3 of those shades, the red, blue, and green, are gonna pop out. Me, as main tank, is gonna grab the red one, and you guys are going to stack to the red one as if it is the normal boss. So you guys are gonna stay on red's butt. Do not leave her butt. Fangorn, as off tank, is going to taunt green and blue because they're ranged, and you're going to stack them onto red. They're very tricky to get to stack, so do not get stressed because they're gonna run away and they're gonna do everything that's completely unhelpful. But when you taunt them, just back yourself against this wall and use it to kind of like draw them in. If they stay in for too long, they will just leave on their own, so you're gonna have to move them back in. It just depends on how long they're up. During the split phase DDs, you're going to kill each boss until its health bar goes gold. When its health bar goes gold, you need to move on to the next. All 3 bosses need their health bars gold before she'll combine together again. And then you enter your Xe phase where we just kill her. DD, she has a couple different mechanics she's gonna do on you guys. There's a thing called Rack. So Rack is a big lightning pulse. It's gonna drop 5 circles, and they're gonna drop on a person. So if you guys panic and spread out, you're gonna have nowhere to go. So make sure you stay nice and tightly stacked. As the racks fall, you're going to move out of them. They're pretty big. Like, see this banner? They're almost the size of the banner. So they're very big. But you're going to shimmy out of them and then move back. Do not stay out. The next big mechanic, and probably the thing that kills the most people, is her fire. It's called Wrath Storm. So she's going to spawn a circle around her about the size of this banner. And it's going to throw these pots on the ground, and then she's going to explode. So if you touch those pots, you take one of the most painful dots in the game. It'll probably kill you. So do not touch them. Even rolling over them gives you the dot. So you cannot touch them at all. So what you guys do is when I say fire, I'm going to call roll, and you're going to roll towards the boss, not into the pots. So there's going to be a growing AoE underneath. As it fills, you need to roll. If you have combat alerts, it tells you. If you have crutch alerts, it tells you. But I can also tell you as it happens. But you do need to roll it. If you don't roll the explosion, you take the same dot that the fire pots are. It's very painful. And her third and final mechanic is poison. So 2 people in group are going to get poison spawned on them. It's a little AoE on your feet. Kind of probably about the size of a rune, honestly. And it's very damagey. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to move onto the boss's hip, one on each side. So you can call it poison left, poison right. And you're going to stay on the boss's hip until your poison circle goes away. Once it goes away, return to her butt. But you guys do need to stay close, because remember, she does that Wrath Storm mechanic. You can't eat that to the face. So, stay nice and close to the boss. But not too forward in front of her, because her heavy is a cleave, it will kill you. And yeah, that's about her. She's really not extremely difficult. She's a lot of rinse and repeat. But any questions, comments, concerns? Not a bunch. I'm gonna give us probably 1 or 2 pulls on this. Oh, the only other thing I forgot, meteor. Healers are going to be standing slightly out of group, but they are susceptible to other mechanics, so if they have to come in, there's a meteor mechanic. The boss is going to turn towards group and throw a meteor at the furthest people from her. If there isn't a furthest person from her, she's going to pick someone that's eligible, which is everyone in group. If you have a growing AoE on your feet, you need to run backwards and just keep running until it falls and then come back to group. Do not stand and block it, it will kill you. Do not roll it because then you're going to drop it early. Just walk backwards, fall, and come back. I forgot that's a very important mechanic. Yeah, meteor will happen basically the whole fight. Every other mechanic will spawn after the maze correlating with that mechanic. And then Kendra, you're gonna grab about 1 to 2% before she spawns. Just not this first one. Yeah, 72, 52, 32. Alright, any other questions? We are running close. Actually, we're out of time, but I'm not gonna let you guys pull this one. So, we'll give it a pull or 2 if we don't make it very far, and see how we do. Unless anyone has to go. If you have to go, that's okay. I can replace.
This mind is a wreck. There's nothing here worth salvaging.
Alright, I take it everybody's good. So Fangorn, you're gonna grab boss. You're just gonna run up, taunt her, and roll through her and turn her around. And just keep her where she is until she sends you away. Then when she sends you away, just remember, run towards me, but don't touch the boss. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab her.
Oh, mortals. You don't know when to give up.
Don't back up. Just keep her in the center.
A stretch of the imagination.
So this is rack. So these you want to shimmy out of.
You don't care about Venton. Leave him.
I am going to move her slightly more towards the middle DD, so just be mindful of her heavy for just a second. And Fangorn, come towards me, because I need to taunt that manifestation off of you. There you go. DD's tab target manifestation. We are gonna have to move out of the center of the room because we did push her. So scooch out of this circle over here. Oh, we're gonna lose some people. So portal people, you guys have to run the maze. Everyone else can stay, but we do have to get these reses. Fangorn, you will have to run the maze as well, because you are the tank that has to go through it. And DDs, if you want to practice it, if you're not a portal person, you can. These are the exact same pattern, even on hard mode. Oop. Yep. That's alright, we'll try again. So remember, so it's 80, 60, and 40 that she's gonna do that. Fangorn, when you taunt her, just keep her, kind of in the middle. We don't want her in the corner. Yes, yeah, because you guys have to go in there and get that mini, or else, she wipes the field.
I control this realm. You cannot win.
Honestly, you guys can just go. Just, your tank should be right behind you. If you go in, just don't move for a second, because the mini won't move. Yeah, it will move eventually. You can't do that trick forever, but if your tank's not there, just stand still. Alright, on you.
Yes, face me
So then just
and
roll through her.
die.
With her, she does have a kind of like a, it's almost like a coward's penalty, but for being in front of her, so we never want her facing group because she will mess them up.
Your presence is a nuisance.
Alright, so he's getting sent, so now the manifestation is coming. He's gonna be priority. So you guys can kill that, pull off boss, tab target manifestation. He's this red thing that's hitting me. Could reach that memory frag, that'd be great, but he's in Narnia. Alright, push the boss to her next phase. At 80, she's gonna leave. There she goes. Watch the floor. Alright, we're going over here. So this is Fire Maze. This one's actually one of the easier of the mazes. If you guys want to run it, you can. So you're just gonna scooch through here. Oop, we're on fire. That's okay. So you guys don't want to go too fast that you run into the wall, because you will die. And this last one you'll have to roll.
No.
And then only portal people touch that. If you're not a portal person, don't touch it. Make sure you guys get behind boss. You just taunt and hold that boss still. Oh no! That's gonna be a wipe. So no, it'll take you to another world. Yeah, you guys didn't have a tank. You have to hit A. Yep, at the end of the maze, there's a portal. You have to hit A, and then it's gonna send you in there to tank a boss. Yeah, go ahead.
Give up. This battle is not yours.
Thank
This
you.
mind is not yours.
Alright, Fangorn, let's give that
It's
another go.
mine, and I do not lose. Yes,
Taunt her,
face
roll through her.
me and die.
Oh, I taunted her. Go ahead and grab her back. That was my fault.
Terrible memory.
That's what I get for putting
This
my
is
skills
my
on one bar.
domain. Get out.
So now DDs, you're gonna turn and kill Manifestation. He is coming in now. He's red. Trying to chain that frag over here. He is very far. Now push her at 80. We're gonna do the maze. Portal DDs and portal tank must go through and hit that A at the end. If you are not one of those guys, do not touch it. Don't press any buttons, no matter what your screen says. This is fire again. Everyone in my team calls it free ulti. You just press A on the light. So walk into the corner where the light is and press A.
No,
So
I don't want to be that
it's
angry.
just an
Not
A.
ever.
Just enter. Now everyone that's out here, please come stack on boss. So you guys are gonna push her so that we get Kendra sent away. Kendra, just watch and let me know when you're gonna take. Uh-huh. Oop, she's still, there you go. Alright, and then you're just going to run the manifestation towards me. DDs, kill manifestation. But we have to be careful not to push boss until the portal people come back. Perfect. Finish manifestation, watch rack. And that's Wrathstorm, roll that. Ooh, I might die to that. Yep. Fangor and catch the boss real quick. Manifestation's dead. Just turn it away from group. Do not tank it towards group. Thank you to Wanda. Here, I'll hold her. I got her. Wrathstorm again. Roll. Res are dead before we go. Alright, now push her to 60. We're gonna do another port. So this will be a maze mechanic. So she's gonna explode the floor. You do it. You do it the whole time. So this one's lightning. Just be cautious of the circles. They will stun you. They can one-shot you. Walk around them, not through them. And then the first person over there has to synergize and everyone else presses A. Get Android up. One of you synergize to stop the maze. So, yep, you have to go.
You made me do terrible things. I don't want that.
DDs that are out here, please come on boss. Kendra, this one is 52. It's alright, they can res in there. Got her off you. And then whatever corner you appear in, just run down the wall towards me. DDs, you guys are going to kill the manifestation. That's the red guy.
The worst horrors come from the mind.
So there are enraged fragments, roll fire. Around the room. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna eat that heavy again. Just scooch the boss to where she's not facing everybody. And I can move her back into position. So remember with racks, guys, you guys want to shimmy them side to side. If you move a bunch like that, you're going to drop them onto everybody. But you definitely don't want to do that. Lots of focus reses. Oh. Vanguard, I'm taking her off of you. If you're up, try to get some of these enraged frags because they're gonna start to kill everybody. Oh, yep.
You had no hope of defeating me here.
So the more people die, the more enraged frags spawn, and they'll actually overwhelm people. In many runs, you'll have a frag killer, like an atro killer, it's just their job to run around and kill them. Oh, you're good. Anyone else that has to go because we are over time. Totally understand if you have to. Just if you do have to, leave group and then leave instance.
One mage. I created wars and puppeted kings. This is nothing to me.
Alright, so I need 2 DD. Anyone else sleeping? If you can, yeah. Just last pass. Alright, so I got 1 coming. Hello, Android? Oh yeah, no, you're good. I saw you leave group and I was like, I think she's leaving. Have a good night. Alright. Kind of Jewish.
You think you can save Vanton? What's left to save?
Then I'm just gonna grab 1 more DD. 1 second, guys. Jewish. You're gonna portal. Thank you. Sure, invite him to party. Oh wait, I actually... So I did get 1x, but if yours is already coming, I don't want to be rude. Okay, cool. Alright. We'll pull you guys in once you're in trial. Jewish, your portal.
Vanton will fall for Vermina's glory. I control this realm. You cannot win.
You can either whisper, or if you're in any of the big guilds. Here, let me see if this works. Yeah, if you're in Keepers, you can X there. It's alright, I got him. Then let me know once you're pullable. Fangorn, go ahead. When you come out, just kinda, you can help chain in manifest the little memory frags or bash the fire boys. But other than that, you're just kinda waiting for the next phase. Yeah.
I'm at my strongest here, and you are weak. Figment of your fear.
That's Clucky. Like my mascot.
Presence is a nuisance.
He is. He's well conditioned. Trying to make him a mind mender, but you know. Having a verticality problem. Push the manifestation. Tap target it.
It's time.
Finish manifestation. Thank you. And out of the center. Alright, it's Fire Maze. Remember, if you're not one of my portal people, do not touch the synergy at the end, but you can practice the maze. Grab that res on him, but make sure you guys hit that synergy to go in
No,
before we wipe.
I don't want to be that angry. Not ever.
DDs, if you're out here, we're going to push her to her first send away.
You're not welcome here.
Kill manifestation, do not push her. They're still in port, so do not push boss. Fire, roll. While you guys are waiting, kill the memory frags and the enraged fragments on the outside. Do need bash. Sorry about my dog. Wrath Storm if you're close. Ooh, healers. She does hurt, so don't forget me entirely. Sorry about my dog. Kill off the frags. Alright, we're pushing next maze phase. Scooch out. This one's lightning maze. So again, remember you can walk around the things. Jewish will actually show you the pattern that you can walk if you follow him. So that's the one you wait on. He's going to stop one of those, so you're going to roll through the one he stopped. He's going to stop that other one, you'll have to roll.
I'm no ruler. You made me do terrible things. I don't want that.
DDs, you guys are going to stay on that side of her. I'm only showing 2 away. That's strange. Get that bash bar if you can. And Phoenix, try not to stay too far from group, because you're actually out of combat range heal. Alright, you guys are going to tab target the manifestation. It is coming towards me. Oh, try to move it over here if it's on you.
A terrible memory.
He's coming to me now. Watch that Wrath Storm. That's the thing where you have to stay close to boss. Push manifestation. He's right inside boss. Thank you for the bash. Wrath Storm roll. So for this guys, you have to be much closer to boss. You're all outside of that. Remember when I said stack? That's nice and tight. Out of the center. This is the last maze. It is poison. If you run through those circles and they splash out, you slow everybody around you. It's not a big deal here, but in hard mode there is a second wall that's chasing you through the maze. So if you go too slow, you die. If you go too fast, you die. So it is very important to not eat those.
I want something. A powerful mage. This is my hand. Get out of here.
Yeah, Jewish is gonna go real fast on that, so if you try and keep up with him, he'll get you through it. EDs, we're gonna push these frags. And we're pushing her to 32. I can reach that frag that's all the way back there.
Your presence is a nuisance.
Alright, manifestation's coming in. Do not push boss just yet. Here comes manifestation. He's the priority.
Figment of your fear.
Watch fire roll. Remember, you guys want to be much closer to boss. You guys are so far away. On the boss's ass. Here comes her split phase, so you guys are going to stack to red. Treat red as if she is the boss. Hard stack on her. Here comes Wrath Storm. Roll. Blue and green. You need to get them stacked into center. So you have to run the other way to get them to come in. Jewish, if you can, hit those bashes in the back. DD's red is dead, so try to kill off green. Watch your Wrath Storm, stay close to red because of it. Get the reses if you can. If you're not resing, blue and green are still healthy. Kendra, grab to get sent. Oh, I'm getting sent. Fangor and catch boss. And then DD's kill her. Oh, you're good, you're good.
Terrible memory. I'll find you in your dreams. You'll never be
And that's BSC.